Virgo, listen carefully. September 21st is not just another day on the calendar, it's your spiritual checkpoint. On this day, 5 miracles are aligned for you. Each one has the power to shift your path forever. But here's the warning. If you miss even one of these signs, your destiny could remain locked until the year 2033. Think about that. 8 long years of waiting, stuck in the same cycles, watching opportunities slip away while others move ahead. The universe is not playing small with you right now. This is your moment. On September 21st, a portal opens just for Virgo energy. Through it, blessings are ready to pour. Wealth, love, protection, freedom, and a divine breakthrough. But not everyone will see it. Not everyone will claim it. Some will sleep through the signs, while a chosen few rise up and unlock their miracles. Stay with me for the next 30 minutes, because before this video ends, you will know exactly which miracle belongs to you, and exactly what you must do to claim it. Virgo, the countdown has already begun. September 21st is written in the stars for you. Will you be ready? Virgo, let's begin with why September 21st is not just special, it's rare, almost once in a lifetime rare. On this date, the universe sets into motion a precise cosmic alignment that directly impacts your sign. Imagine the planets like gears in a massive clock, and for the first time in years, those gears click perfectly into place for you. That click is what I call the destiny window. Now, what does that mean for Virgo? It means that the karmic door you've been knocking on, the one that's been half shut, finally begins to swing open. For months, maybe even years, you've been working, struggling, and waiting for something to finally break. You've carried weight others don't see. You've tried to stay patient while secretly wondering if the universe even hears you. And now, Virgo, here's the truth. The waiting was not in vain. September 21st is the opening you've been preparing for all along. This date acts like a spiritual checkpoint. Think of your life as a road with many crossroads. Some crossroads are ordinary. You can take left or right, and it doesn't matter much. But every so often, there's a major intersection where your choice shapes the next decade of your life. That is what September 21st is for you. A karmic checkpoint, a divine reset. The cosmic alignment is layered with energy from Mercury, your ruling planet. Mercury governs your mind, your words, your decisions. Around this time, Mercury shifts in a way that amplifies clarity. You suddenly see through illusions. What felt foggy becomes clear. And clarity, Virgo, is your greatest weapon. Because once you see the truth, you can no longer be manipulated by shadows. But there's more. This date also sits right between 2 major lunar shifts, meaning the energy is highly charged. It's almost like the veil between worlds becomes thin. Synchronicities will increase, dreams will feel prophetic, signs will follow you everywhere. The door isn't just opening, you will feel it opening. And here's where it gets powerful. This door is not a random chance. It's karmic. It is directly linked to the work you've already done. Every tear you've shed, every battle you fought in silence, every moment you chose faith instead of giving up. Those have built the key that now unlocks this door. The universe never forgets your efforts, Virgo. Energy doesn't vanish. It accumulates. And now, that stored energy is finally ready to reward you. But here's the twist. This door is double-sided. One side holds blessings, the other traps. Yes, miracles are waiting, but so are illusions. If you step through blindly without awareness, you risk walking into the wrong side of the door. Imagine thinking you're holding a golden coin, only to realize it's a stone-painted gold. That's the danger of September 21st. The energy is powerful, but it amplifies everything, both the real and the fake. So how do you know which side you're walking into? Pay attention. On this date, everything will intensify. Your emotions, your relationships, your choices. If you act out of fear, you'll step into the trap. If you act out of faith and clarity, you'll step into the blessing. That's the test. Think of it like a mirror. September 21st will reflect exactly what's inside of you. If you're carrying resentment, you'll see more situations that provoke resentment. If you're carrying faith, you'll see doors of opportunity that prove your faith was never wasted. The day is neutral. It simply magnifies who you are and where you are aligned. That's why preparation matters. Virgo, you are being called to prepare your spirit before this day arrives. This isn't about changing overnight. It's about awareness. When the door opens, don't rush. Don't react. Pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, does this opportunity feel light or heavy? Does it expand me or shrink me? The blessings will feel expansive, like freedom. The traps will feel tight, like chains. Trust your intuition, because on this day, your inner compass is at its strongest. Let me make this even clearer with an example. Suppose on September 21st, you received 2 phone calls, one from someone you trust offering a small but stable opportunity, and one from someone who once hurt you, suddenly promising fast money or instant success. Both appear at the same time. That is not coincidence. That is the karmic door. One side is blessing, one side is trap. Which will you choose? The door will test you. And here's something else you need to know. Virgo, your karmic door isn't just about you, it's generational. The choices you make around September 21st don't only affect your life, they ripple into your family, your legacy, your future children. This is why the energy feels so heavy. It carries ancestral weight. If you choose correctly, you don't just unlock your own miracle. You break cycles that have haunted your bloodline for decades. You become the one who changes the story. But again, the twist is always there. If you hesitate, if you ignore the signs, or if you step into the wrong side of the door, the cycle continues until 2033. That's why this is not a small date. It's not a random alignment. It's a divine deadline. Virgo, September 21st is not something to fear. It's something to embrace. Because while yes, the trap exists, the blessing is far greater. And you've already been given the tools to recognize it. The universe wouldn't bring you to this moment if you weren't ready. The fact that you're hearing this right now is proof that you are chosen to see the door clearly. So, prepare yourself. Watch the patterns. Pay attention to the signs. On September 21st, when the energy intensifies, remember these words. This door is double-sided. One side holds blessings, the other traps. Speak it out loud if you must, because those words will remind your spirit to pause, to look closer, and to choose wisely. Virgo, the cosmic alignment is real. The karmic door is opening, and the countdown has already begun. The question is, will you recognize the right side when it appears before you? Virgo, the first miracle waiting for you on September 21st is what I call the unexpected gift. And let me tell you this, it may not look like a miracle at first. It might look ordinary, small, or even inconvenient. But the truth? What looks small could actually be the seed of your biggest breakthrough. The universe often works in disguise. Blessings rarely arrive in flashing lights with a trumpet sound announcing, "This is your miracle number." They come quietly. They come wrapped in situations that force you to look deeper. They come as emails you almost ignored, conversations you weren't planning to have, or offers that seem too simple to be important. Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone and a message comes in from someone you haven't heard from in months. Maybe you think, "Oh, I'll answer later." But what if that one message carries the connection to your next opportunity? What if behind that text is a doorway to wealth, to growth, to freedom? That's the energy of September 21st. The unexpected gift may look small, like finding a single coin on the street, but if you honor it, nurture it, and trust it, it can multiply into something far beyond what you imagined. Think about your life. How many times has something that seemed like a problem actually turned out to be a blessing? Maybe losing one job pushed you into the career you were destined for. Maybe a painful breakup opened the space for a healthier love to enter. Maybe an unexpected move introduced you to people who changed your entire path. Virgo, that's the essence of this first miracle. The universe is setting up a chain reaction for you. On September 21st, you will be handed something. It could be small money, like finding $10. It could be an opportunity, someone saying, "Hey, want to help me with this project?" Or it could be good news that doesn't seem life-changing at first, but the seed is inside it, and when you recognize it, the miracle begins to grow. Let me tell you a story. There once was a Virgo who was struggling financially. One day, she found a small check in her mailbox, only $50. She almost ignored it, thinking, "This won't even cover my bills." But instead of dismissing it, she chose to see it as a sign. She used that $50 to buy materials for a small side hustle. That side hustle grew into a business. Within a year, she was earning thousands. What started as a tiny seed became her breakthrough. That's what I mean, Virgo. The universe tests your vision. Will you see the gift for what it truly is? Or will you overlook it because it doesn't look like the big miracle you were expecting? And here's the twist. The unexpected gift often comes right after something uncomfortable. You may face a setback, a delay, or even a disappointment right before September 21st. It will feel like a problem. But hidden inside that problem is the blessing. If you react with anger or despair, you'll miss it. But if you stay open, calm, and aware, you'll find the hidden treasure. Picture this. You miss a bus and you're frustrated, but on the next bus, you meet someone who offers you an opportunity. The missed bus wasn't bad luck. It was divine timing. That's how the unexpected gift works. Virgo, this miracle requires trust. You can't just look with your eyes, you must look with your spirit. Ask yourself, what is this moment trying to give me? Even the smallest thing can carry the spark of something greater. And here's where I want you to engage with this message. Virgo, comment below if you've ever received a blessing disguised as a problem. I want to read your story. Maybe you lost something and gained something better. Maybe you faced rejection only to be redirected to a greater opportunity. Share it because your story could inspire another Virgo who needs this reminder. The unexpected gift is not about luck. It's about perception. Two people can face the same event. One sees only the inconvenience, the other sees the hidden door. The one who sees the door, that's the one the universe blesses. And Virgo, you are being trained to see the doors others miss. That's your gift. Your detail-oriented nature, your ability to notice what others overlook. That is exactly what will allow you to recognize the miracle seed when it arrives. But here's the twist again. This gift demands action. It won't grow if you ignore it. It won't expand if you dismiss it. You must water it, nurture it, and believe in it. The universe will hand you the seed, but it's your responsibility to plant it. So, how do you prepare for this miracle? You stay alert. On September 21st, write down everything unusual that happens. Every call, every conversation, every sign, every small blessing. Don't dismiss anything as too small, because what looks small could be your doorway to something you've been praying for. Imagine you're holding a tiny key. It doesn't look impressive, but that tiny key might unlock a massive treasure chest. The unexpected gift is that key. Don't throw it away because it looks ordinary. Virgo, the universe has already aligned this miracle for you. It's not a matter of if. It's only a matter of whether you will recognize it when it comes. And by staying open, grateful, and attentive, you will. So when September 21st arrives, remember this. The first miracle may not scream miracle. It may whisper. But if you listen, if you claim it, if you plant it, it will grow into something far bigger than you can see right now. Virgo, prepare yourself. The unexpected gift is coming. The only question is, will you recognize the treasure inside the disguise? And don't forget, comment below if you've ever received a blessing disguised as a problem. Your story is proof that the small things often lead to the biggest breakthroughs. Share it and let the universe see your gratitude. That's how you unlock even more. Virgo, the second miracle written into your destiny on September 21st is one of the most emotional and powerful ones of all. It is the return of someone important. Now let's be clear, this isn't about just anyone from your past randomly showing up. This isn't about a casual acquaintance suddenly sending you a "Hey, how are you?" message. No, this is deeper. This is divine. This is orchestrated. On this day, the universe is aligning a reunion for you. Someone who once played a meaningful role in your life, whether it's a family member, a friend, a mentor, or even a soulmate, steps back into your path. And Virgo, this return is not random. It's karmic. It's purposeful. It's part of your story. Think about it. How often do we drift away from people who were once central to our journey? Sometimes life pulls us apart. Sometimes misunderstandings break connections. Sometimes timing simply isn't right. But when the universe decides the time is right, paths reconnect. September 21st is that kind of time for you. You may suddenly get a message from a number you recognize but haven't seen in years. You may bump into someone in a place you don't normally go. You may hear news about someone you thought was long gone from your story. But Virgo, don't dismiss it as coincidence. Nothing about this return is accidental. And here's the twist. This person doesn't return empty-handed. They carry something with them, a message, an opportunity, a truth that you must decode. They may not even realize the power of what they're bringing to you, but you will feel it. Their words, their presence, their timing, it will strike you as significant, almost otherworldly. This is where your Virgo intuition comes in. Pay attention to everything, the way they phrase something, the timing of their arrival, the synchronicities surrounding the meeting, because within that return lies a clue for your next step. Let me paint a picture. Imagine you haven't spoken to an old mentor in years. Suddenly, on September 21st, they reach out. They share a story, maybe even a piece of advice, without knowing how deeply it hits you. That advice becomes the missing piece you've been searching for. That's how the miracle works. Or imagine an old friend shows up, and in your conversation, they casually mention an opportunity. They don't even think much of it. But for you, it's the exact door you've been waiting to walk through. Or perhaps even more deeply, it's a family member you've been distant from. A conversation of reconciliation happens. And in that reconciliation, a chain of healing begins. That healing isn't just emotional. It clears the spiritual blockages that were holding your destiny hostage. Virgo, this miracle is deeply emotional because it carries both nostalgia and destiny. Seeing someone from your past reminds you of who you were, but their return also shapes who you're becoming. That's why this isn't random. It's a spiritual full circle. But here's the twist. You cannot take this return lightly. If you dismiss it as casual, you'll miss the gift. You must lean in, listen carefully, look beyond the surface, decode the message. Because hidden inside their return is the guidance you need for the next stage of your journey. For some Virgos, this will be a joyous reunion. It will feel like a lost piece of your heart has returned. For others, it may feel more complicated because sometimes the person who returns is someone connected to past pain. If that happens, don't panic. Even then, the return is purposeful. It may not be about rekindling the relationship. It may be about closure, forgiveness, or receiving the final piece of wisdom you needed to let go. Either way, Virgo, this return is for you, not against you. The universe is aligning it because there's something inside this connection that must be activated, released, or completed before you step into your next cycle of blessings. And remember, when this person shows up, don't just listen to their words. Watch the timing. Watch how you feel in their presence. Watch the synchronicities around it. Did you dream of them recently? Did you think of them just before they appeared? Did a sign or symbol show up the same day? That's the universe confirming the return is divine. Virgo, this miracle is powerful because it reminds you of one of the greatest truths. You are not walking your path alone. The universe sends people as messengers, as catalysts, as mirrors. This person's return is proof that you are guided, supported, and deeply loved in ways you can't always see. And I want you to anchor this miracle with action right now. If you feel this message is stirring something inside you, if you've already been sensing someone might return into your life, declare it. Write, "I claim this return" in the comments 3 times if you feel this miracle is for you. By writing it, you're not just commenting, you're sending a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive the reunion. Because remember, miracles aren't passive. You must participate in them, and your participation is your declaration. I am ready. I am open. I will receive. Virgo, let me give you one more twist to consider. Sometimes the person who returns is not physically present. It could be through a letter, a memory, or even a dream. Yes, dream. If you see someone significant from your past in a vivid dream around September 21st, that too is a form of return. Don't dismiss it. Write it down. Reflect on what they said or did in that dream, because the message is there. And for a few of you, the return could even feel ancestral, like a guide or a loved one who has passed on sending you a sign, a favorite song playing at the perfect time, a scent in the air that reminds you of them, a sudden thought of them that brings peace. That too is part of this miracle. The universe uses every channel to bring you what you need. Virgo, you are standing at the edge of a powerful moment. The second miracle is not just about reunion, it's about awakening. The return of someone important reminds you that your story is bigger than just you, that you are connected to others in ways that time and distance cannot break, and that sometimes the most divine messages come wrapped in the face of someone familiar. So, watch closely, stay open. When this person returns, welcome the moment, listen for the message, decode the gift. Because what they bring with them is not just for today, it's for the future you're stepping into. And again, Virgo, if you feel this in your heart, I want you to write, "I claim this return," in the comments 3 times. Let the universe see your readiness. Let the energy align with your declaration, because this miracle is already in motion. It's only waiting for your spirit to say yes. September 21st, Virgo. Prepare for the return. Virgo. The third miracle of September 21st is one of the most powerful and the most dangerous. It is the shadow break. For years, maybe even decades, you've been caught in cycles that feel impossible to escape. The same struggles repeating in different forms. The same toxic patterns showing up in work, in love, in finances. You've cried, you've prayed, you've tried to change, and yet somehow the cycle seemed to reset. This is what we call karmic shadow. But on September 21st, the universe places a crack in that shadow, a moment where the cycle can finally break. It's like being trapped in a locked room for years, and suddenly the door swings open. For the first time in a long time, freedom is possible. This miracle doesn't just affect your present, it reshapes your future. Because Virgo, if you break this cycle now, you step into a completely different timeline. But if you ignore the opening, the cycle resets until 2033. That's 8 more years of repeating the same patterns, 8 more years of feeling stuck, 8 more years of asking, why me? The stakes are high, and that's why this miracle is both a blessing and a test. So how do you know this shadow is breaking? Watch your emotions. On or around September 21st, you may feel old triggers rising up, old fears resurfacing, situations that remind you of past pain. Don't panic. That's the shadow revealing itself before it leaves. It's like a storm before the calm. The universe is not punishing you. It's showing you the pattern one last time, giving you the chance to respond differently. For example, maybe someone tries to pull you back into drama. In the past, you would have engaged, argued, or let it drain your energy. This time, you'll feel the urge to pause, breathe, and walk away. That single different choice shatters the karmic chain. Or perhaps you notice an opportunity that feels too familiar, like the same kind of job, relationship, or offer that burned you before. In the past, you would have said yes out of fear of missing out. But now, you recognize the red flags. You say no. That no becomes your liberation. Virgo, the shadow will tempt you to repeat the old response. But your awareness is your weapon. When you choose differently, the chain breaks. And here's the beauty of this miracle. Once the shadow breaks, the light rushes in. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack for years and suddenly dropping it. That's what this feels like. You'll feel lighter, freer, more alive. Doors that were blocked will suddenly open. Opportunities that were delayed will suddenly move forward. Relationships that were stuck will finally shift. Because the shadow was the barrier, and once it breaks, everything flows. But here's the twist. Breaking the shadow doesn't always feel like joy at first. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable, even painful. Because growth requires leaving behind what's familiar. The shadow may be toxic, but it's also familiar. Letting it go means stepping into the unknown. And that takes courage. This is why the universe chose Virgo for this moment. You are strong enough. You are wise enough. You have the discipline to say, no more. September 21st is not just about receiving miracles. It's about becoming the kind of person who can hold them. And breaking the shadow is what makes you ready. Virgo, this is your liberation. This is your turning point. You don't have to carry these karmic chains any longer. And to anchor this breakthrough, I want you to declare it right now. Drop 5 times in the comments to break your karmic chains. By doing this, you're not just typing, you're making a spiritual declaration. You're telling the universe, I'm ready to be free. Think of it this way, every comment is like breaking a link in the chain. 1 weakens it, 5 shatters it completely. Don't hesitate, write it, claim it, break it. Virgo, remember this truth. Your shadow is not stronger than your light. The karmic cycles of your past do not define your future. The fact that you are here, hearing this message right now, proves that you are meant to step into freedom. September 21st is the day the shadow breaks. But it's up to you to step through that opening before it closes. Don't let this chance pass. Don't let the cycle reset until 2033. Virgo, this is your moment. The shadow ends here. The light begins now. Virgo, the universe has been saving something extraordinary for you. You've already heard about 3 powerful miracles, but now we step into something rare, a double blessing. 2 miracles, side by side, unfolding at once. But there's a twist. They only activate if you pass one secret test between September 20th and 22nd. Let's talk about the 4th miracle first, wealth expansion. This isn't just about receiving a little extra money. This is about a doorway opening into long-term financial growth. For some Virgos, it may appear as an unexpected stream of income, a side project suddenly paying off, a business idea attracting support, or an overdue payment finally arriving. For others, it may come as a promotion, a client, or even a stranger offering help at the right moment. But don't confuse it with just money. This is the universe planting a seed of prosperity. That seed grows into stability, abundance, and freedom. Virgo, you've carried financial worries on your shoulders for far too long. The universe sees your effort, your sleepless nights, your responsible nature. September 21st is the moment where all of that begins to shift. But here's the catch. This financial miracle requires trust. You might be asked to invest in yourself, to take a leap on something uncertain, to walk away from something that looks safe but drains your energy. This is the test of miracle number 4. If you let fear rule, the door closes. But if you choose faith, wealth begins to flow. Now the 5th miracle, spiritual protection and love awakening. Virgo, you've been through battles, emotional, mental, and even spiritual. Sometimes you felt alone, like no one had your back. But this miracle is the universe surrounding you with a shield of divine protection. Some will feel it as a sudden calm in the middle of chaos. Others will notice enemies stepping back, gossip dissolving, or toxic people leaving without a fight. That's not coincidence, that's divine intervention. Alongside this protection, many Virgos will experience an awakening of love. This could be reconciliation with someone from the past, the deepening of an existing relationship, or even the arrival of a soul connection. And for those who are single, it might not mean a partner right away. Instead, it could be self-love finally blossoming, where you no longer chase love from others because you realize you already carry it within. This 5th miracle is about connection, both with spirit and with the heart. You are being reminded that you are never alone, never unprotected, never unloved. The universe is holding you, guiding you, and preparing you for a season of joy. But Virgo, listen carefully. These 2 miracles, wealth and love, money and protection, are tied together by one condition. They are unlocked only if you pass a secret test between September 20th and 22nd. What is the test? It's not written on paper. It won't come with a clear label. It will come disguised as a choice. Maybe you'll be tempted to settle for less than you deserve. Maybe someone will push you to react in anger. Maybe fear will whisper in your ear, "Stay safe, don't risk it." That is the test. The question is, will you respond the old way, or will you rise into the new? If you choose love instead of fear, faith instead of doubt, wisdom instead of impulse, the double blessing is yours. The wealth expands, the shield surrounds you, the love awakens. But if you fail the test, the miracles remain hidden until another cycle. Virgo, the universe is clear. This window is rare. You cannot afford to ignore it. And here's how you anchor it right now. Write in the comments, "I passed the test not once, not twice, but 3 times." Each time you type it, you're declaring to the universe, "I choose wisely. I choose faith. I am ready." Think of it as unlocking the vault. The first, "I passed the test," cracks it open. The second opens the door. The third releases the treasure. Don't just read this. Take action. Your words have power. Virgo, remember this. You are standing at the threshold of double blessings. Wealth wants to flow into your hands. Love and protection want to surround your heart. But destiny is not automatic. It requires your choice. Between September 20th and 22nd, when the test comes, pause, breathe, remember this message. Then choose the higher path. And when you do, the universe will pour out blessings so abundant, you'll look back at this moment and realize it was the turning point of your life. Virgo, your double miracles are waiting. Will you pass the test? Virgo, September 21st is your miracle checkpoint. 5 blessings, an unexpected gift, a divine return, freedom from karmic chains, wealth expansion and love's awakening are written into your path. But here's the truth. They only activate if you claim them. If you stay silent, the chance fades. If you speak, the door opens. Right now, flood the comments if you're ready. I claim my 5 miracles. Write it 3 times. Share which miracle you feel first. Tag another Virgo who needs this. Drop if you want all 5. Don't stop at 1. Write 10 times. Show the universe you're serious.